Hey everybody, Amy Cole here, and I just wanted to welcome all of you vendors to the Mega Monday holiday shopping party. It is almost here, the countdown has begun, and I wanted to share with you guys a few tips to help you have a really successful event tonight. So what you all have done is posted an introduction video, and why that is so important is because I do scavenger hunts throughout the entire event, and I will do them constantly. And what I am doing is I am sending all of the guests. And remember, you vendors are also guests in the event. You can play all the games. You can participate in all of the other vendors' games. So make sure that you are connecting with everybody else and networking with everybody else, playing their games, reaching out to them, commenting, liking. That is how you truly network. So make sure you as a vendor know you are also a guest in this party. So what happens is when I do the scavenger hunt, the questions are going to be asked about a particular vendor. And then they have to go to the pinned post to find the information. And that is where you are introducing yourself to them. I always tell people that people buy from people, not from companies. So this is our way of helping to introduce all of you to all of the guests that are in the party. So then I'm going to ask them to private message me their answer. So all the answers are not given away right on that post. So they private message me their answer, and if they are correct, I then give them a raffle ticket for one of the raffle prizes at the end of the event. It is super fun, and it's a great way to get everybody to know each other and also to get all of the guests to know you guys. So then another thing that I do, hopefully you guys have been working on your posts and working on your games. As you're posting those in there, I will try my best to make sure that if there are any ads at the bottom, I try to bump them up to the top as regularly as I can. It is a lot of work, and I try to do my best, but if you scroll down and you happen to find one of yours down there, quick bump it up to the top. But that is why I try to have you guys make your ads very interactive, so that way everybody is commenting on them, and it keeps like recycling all of these ads, and it just works out really, really well. So I will do my best to make sure that yours are all going up to the top on a regular basis. And then I also ask that you not throw up all of your posts one after another, after another, after another, after another, because people don't like when people do that. Do post your ads on a regular basis, but don't like in 5 minutes post 3 or 4 of them, because it is just too much, and it tends to make the guests and other vendors not want to look at them. So I want to make sure that you are spacing your stuff out, because we want it to be exciting to see, not overkill. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. If you're having problems coming up with some interactive posts, please private message me and I'll help you make some. If you go to the website www.picmonkey.com, you can then go create some of your own personal ads. And what I mean by that is if you have, say, the Christmas tree picture that has 4 different pictures on it of different trees, and it says pick your favorite tree, that is a super interactive post where people are going to constantly be commenting on there. But what you want to do is you want to put your logo in that picture. So you've got the 4 Christmas trees maybe up in the corner. You put your logo, or put a picture of yourself in one of the corners, or your signature in one of the corners. You want to brand yourself within that post. So that way when it keeps popping up, they keep seeing your company name. Okay, so very important to do that. Also, you are encouraged to have your own games with your own prizes, your own samples, or whatever it is. Lots of companies like to do posts where jewelry, for instance, everybody that posts sparkle, sparkle, sparkle before the vendor posts another word, that last person that posts sparkle in there is going to get a prize. So do something like that. I do a duck, duck, goose one. So everybody keeps doing duck, 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 duck. And then the last one to put duck before I put goose in, they win a sample. So do something like that, because it keeps your post popping up over and over and over again. So also the raffle prizes. It is so much fun and it is so exciting because there are so many raffle prizes. And here is how everybody gets the tickets for the raffles. I will give everybody 1 ticket every time that they answer one of the scavenger hunt questions correctly, because they went in search of you vendors and they got to learn about you guys to find those answers. So every guest, including the vendors, get 1 raffle ticket for those. Then every time a person purchases from one of you vendors, and that includes yourself, so every vendor that purchases from another vendor, they also get raffle tickets. And you get 5 raffle tickets every time you purchase from a vendor or a guest purchases from you. They get 5 raffle tickets. So I need to make sure that you guys private message me every time that you get somebody purchasing from you, because I keep a tally of everybody who is purchasing and how many raffle tickets they got. So I keep track of that. So at the end of the event, I can then go draw all the names for all the raffle prizes. And every vendor in the event is required to donate a raffle prize to this event. And those particular prizes are done at the very end. And I do all the drawings and get all the winners posted. And I usually do that the next day, because a lot of times the vendors can't actually shop from all the other vendors because they're so busy in the event. So I like to give them overnight until about noon the next day to finish their shopping with all of the other vendors in the event. And then I'll usually post all the winners about noon the next day. So that will be Tuesday. I will post all the winners at noon. So again, make sure you get me all your customers and vendors. Every time you purchase from another vendor, if you want to kind of give me a heads up that you purchased from them in case they're busy and they didn't let me know that you did, I want to make sure you get your 5 raffle tickets as well. So I hope this gives you some great tips on how to have a really good event. You know, we can never guarantee sales for anybody, but I can guarantee this. It will be a hugely, hugely positive networking experience for you. If you do it right, you're going to have a really successful event. So I can tell you the previous events that I have done, for all of the vendors who are very interactive with all the guests and all the other vendors, they did very, very well. A lot of them got their sales in, they got bookings in, and some even got new recruits. So you need to use an event like this and network the right way, because you will be so much more successful if you do so. When people are commenting and getting into your post, you need to keep reaching out to them in that post. If they're asking you questions, make sure you get back to them. Sometimes private message them a little bit more information, but never throw up too much information on someone, because it tends to scare them away. So the other thing, everybody that is in my event that participates in any of my vendor events, I do add them to my group, and everybody who's been in the previous events have already been added to it. Is Direct Sales 101 training. I do a lot of training for vendors in all different companies, not just my own. It's something that I love to do, and everybody else pays $10 a month to be in that group. You guys are going to get to go in there for free. It's just an additional bonus for participating in one of my events. And the last thing that I wanted to say is, I've been in this industry over 9 years. I have done hundreds and hundreds of events, probably 500 to 600 events over my career. The actual live vendor events at schools and churches and wherever they are. I've done a lot of them. And what I can tell you is those events where you pay $50, $75 to $100 to do those events, they can be successful if you do them right. However, people are kind of shying away from those type of events now, because everything is showing up now online. Everybody wants to do things online. They're doing all their shopping online. They're going to parties online now. People would rather shop that way. So that's why I have created these events, but they still need to be very interactive. I can tell you, all those vendors that would be at the in-person vendor events that sat behind the table and didn't get out there and network with the guests and the other vendors, they didn't do very well. It was the vendors who were standing in front of their table and they were saying hello to the people as they walked by. The people that were engaging in the other people, those are the ones who always did well, no matter what their product was. They were approachable and they pulled people in to where they were. So what I try to do with this event here for only $10, this is very, very inexpensive for what you're getting out of this, is I'm trying to introduce all of the guests to you. I'm trying to introduce all of the other vendors to each other. I'm trying to get all of you to network with each other, get to know each other, because when you do that, that is when all the magic happens. You know, when you are starting to get out of that comfort zone and not do just the normal posting of that generic ad that nobody's ever commenting on. I want to teach you guys how to create ads that people will not only comment on, but they will want to get more information on that particular product or some other products that you have, or get to know you better. So you know you have a lot of Facebook friends, but are you really engaging with them? Are you really networking with them? I do a lot of videos on this. Why get all those Facebook friends if you're not going to network with them? It's a complete waste of time. So I hope that you guys are going to learn a lot out of this event. I hope that you're going to stay in contact with me. I hope you're going to utilize my Direct Sales 101 training page, because that is going to help you hopefully get your new business off and running, or promote you up to that next level in your business. So whatever I can do to help, that's what I'm there for. Anyhow, have a super successful event. Please private message me any questions, any help that you need. I'm here for you all day, and through like noon tomorrow, I will be very, very accessible and there in the blink of an eye. So anyhow, congratulations to all of you guys for jumping in on this great event, and I look forward to a super successful event, and I hope everybody has a super successful night tonight. Hope you get lots of sales, bookings, new recruits, and most of all, some really, really great networking tonight. We'll see you soon.